What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? This gangster astrology and rap beef. Today is April the 23rd. The moon is inside of Cancer. It's a half moon outside tonight. Um, and apparently, All Star JR has been arrested. Am I surprised? No. Am I disheartened? Yeah, because it didn't have to get to this point, but somebody is going to get arrested. Um, when this stuff popped off, the moon was inside of Sagittarius. Both of them was a Sagittarius. Both of them had a new start. On May the 4th, the moon will be in Sagittarius again, and somebody either is going to be released or somebody else is going to be arrested, or it's going to be a big breakthrough in this situation right now. We might as well call it this case. Now, people going to say that he did too much making the videos, and I think all of them been talking too goddamn much. DAWGFACE is bittersweet, right? In one instance, I really like that he stepped out to stand up for the brother, but in another instance, he keep putting his motherfucking foot in his mouth. You know, he exacerbated the situation. He heightened the situation when he didn't have to heighten the situation. He am almost 70 years old, so I don't know what he was saying to him, but All-Star JR, he didn't really say too much incriminating, but he shouldn't have been saying anything because it was an act of investigation. In one sense, I understand him getting the money when he can, especially if he knew what the outcome was going to ultimately be, but then he got arrested going to Vlad. How many people did that make now? Same person that made the comments about Minister Farrakhan and all of that, but y'all still want to go. Boosie still wanted to go and hype it up and all of that. Now look at you. DAWGFACE want to be in the mix. He want to be the voice of Detroit. We accepted you there. You ain't from Detroit. We accepted you there. And so you've been there long enough where you've been doing good works long enough where you can represent it, but you can never be the ultimate voice of Detroit. You're not from there. You can represent it, but understand, man, when you being welcome somewhere, and the thing where he made it worse at, is the whole cussing out NBA young boy mother and putting everything on 10. Man, shut the fuck up. Why would you cuss the man mother out? Why would you call his mother out of her name? And you already know you clearly haven't followed the history. You may say you don't care, you know what I'm saying, but why? You're almost 70 years old. Why would you cuss his mother out? She didn't start off cussing you out. Why would you call her out her name? And now that's causing all of the other people that was thinking about not being involved in this situation and getting involved in this situation. And when you ask for the spotlight, that's the sun. You're gonna get attention because you're making it new. Here's what's gonna happen. The police want him to make a statement. The police want him to say something. It's going to be one of those situations. Either you make this statement and you say what happened, which means you say that they jumped you, you say that they tried to rob you or that they did rob you, you tell us what they took from you, and all of these are statements. So if he do that, that's not street stuff. If he do that, he's no different than Gucci Mane. But that's how the feds play. Especially if they want the Prince family, if they want Junior or whatever, they gonna tell them, look, you do this and you good. If you don't do this, then you out of there. Which ultimately, with a jury, he can come off good. But he gonna have to fight this. He gonna have to fight it at trial, or he gonna have to fight it at court dates. Whatever he say in his trial, they can't take that and then use it as somebody else's trial. That's not how the court system works. You know, he can say whatever he wants to say at his trial. He's defending himself. He got a case. He'll win that all day. But if he comes out and he makes a statement, yeah, I know he made the records and all of that stuff, but he didn't make an official statement. And they can try to use that. But if they don't have him coming on to agree with that, they can say that that was artistic expression, you know. But they want somebody locked up for this. So what they're doing, they're trying to squeeze him into making a statement against an official statement against these people and testify against them, and we'll drop your charges. He shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that because. So yeah, man, look. They are going to try to force him to make a statement that they can use to either get a solid case other than the video against NBA Ben 10 and all of the other people that was involved, Daddy and Ron and all of them, or even better for them to get a case against Jay Prince Jr. And what I'm saying is he can't do that. He can't do it. If he make a statement, then he bold for the streets. He right as a citizen and all of that stuff. But if his livelihood is putting out street music. If he do that, he ain't no different than Gucci Mane. You know, he gotta take it to trial. When he go to trial, his lawyer can fight. He can fight the case however he want to fight the case in trial. Now, if they come to trial and try to say something different, then that's red ass shit. In this case, whoever goes in the other person's case and say something is doing red ass shit. So right now, everybody just need to shut the fuck up and fight their cases. We'll see a development on this. And then if people talking about, and that's why I kept saying when people was coming over talking about he stood over, one thing he never said himself that he stood over him. Apparently they saying that his pictures and all of that, and you know, the self-defense thing only can go so far. Now it's going into a heat of passion. Good thing the brother didn't die, because it'd be harder for him to fight. So it's good that he's still doing the talking. But it's not good that he's doing the talking, because honestly, I don't want to see nobody to go to jail for this. I don't want to see nobody lose their life on this. You know, I mean, goddamn, man, ain't we helping too much already? But this is what you said you want. You said you want a state where we can all bang out. Well, that state is called prison. They already got that state. Until then, man, this gangsta strategy and rap be deuces.